Hello and welcome to Butterfly DXP channel. We have covered how you can define object types and how we store the data in the database in the previous videos. Now I would like to explain you how Butterfly leverages Elasticsearch to access the data. And also we have content pools to reach out your data easier than ever. Let's start. We are looking at one of our customers' website. It has contents, it has widgets, etc. But when you visit the search page, while you are searching, it automatically searches in the Elasticsearch, and also it gets number of results for each type, so that it makes easy for a user to reach the result they are looking for. If you do the same using the databases, it's so hard to maintain and it will get slower because you cannot tell a normal query to score, for example, if some keywords is in the label or title, then make it appear in the upper corner. But if it's in the description, for example, it can be lower. Elasticsearch scores each result automatically super fast and orders by that score. Now I entered a blank brand new butterfly setup and I will create an object here. Let's name it contents, and we will have a title in it. We will have a description in it. Let's have a content image here. It's image upload and maybe a release date. Let's put expire date also, which will make it expire automatically when it reaches. First of all, we have a sample database object and it will store the data in the database. In Butterfly, when you click on Has Item, this means that I wanted to have a globally unique item ID in the system, and also it will automatically sync to Elasticsearch without doing anything else. Let's do it. Now let's create content, for example, and I will put description here. I have uploaded an image and expire date. I will explain why I put this later on. So when I save it, it normally, as it should, save the data in the contents table, but additionally it saved the data also Elasticsearch. If we have a look at what it looks like inside of Elasticsearch, inside of the source there is generic fields like release date, expiry date, but additionally in the data field we have our data of the record. Now you see that all of the data are synced to Elasticsearch automatically. Let's have a look at how we interact with this and how we reach this. I'm moving to content pools and create a new content pool. If you select manual, then it means that I will choose all of the items inside of the content pool manually. But if you want an automatic one, then you can set the rules how it will display, and you don't have to assign the contents manually. It will be selected automatically based on the rules. For example, I can put a latest contents and it will be sorted by release date descending, and the content type will be content. Now we see that there is an item with number 1, but we don't see the label or title because we haven't defined any label or title for this content type. Let's define that. For the label I will choose title, and for the title I will choose description. Then let's move back. We will see that the result includes now label and the title. Of course, it may have a link, but for now we haven't set any link format, so it hasn't generated any links here. Now let's do another example that will make it possible to search inside of that content pool. Search contents, and I only put here a tweak code to receive the keyword from the URL and assign it to here. I will not sort by anything because I want it to be sorted by score. I choose contents to be searched. Now, as usual, when I click on preview, then I don't see anything. But if I add, for example, content here, then it will search and match and show us the result. If I put description here, then I will see the result again. Content pools also can be served through APIs, which means that you can create a search API without coding. Now we have a content pool named search-contents. I move to the front end, and as the alias I will define search contents. When I do it without keyword, of course it's empty, but if I place content here, then we see the results instantly. So we have created a search engine without any coding. Nice point of content pools is it supports aggregations, it supports field type scoring. For example, you may define here data.title and make it scored more, like for example if you put it like this, then if the data is in title, it will be in the prior search results, even if it may be scored less. Thanks for watching.